The man who built the iPhone, 3 steps to creating a $3.2 billion category, the Tony Fadell story. 2011, Best Buy buyer looks at the Nest thermostat. Beautiful product, but where do we put it? Tony Fadell, create a new aisle. Call it Connected Home. The buyer laughs. We can't create aisles for one product. 3 years later, every Best Buy has a connected home section, and Google just paid $3.2 billion. Theory is everywhere. Experience is rare. Welcome to WowFlow. We are here to close the experience gap, to transfer lived experience from humans to machines and the generations that follow. If you don't believe in the power of real experience, stop watching. This isn't for you. But if you do, let's begin. It's 2009. Tony Fadell just left Apple after building the iPod and iPhone. He's building his dream vacation home near Lake Tahoe. Solar panels, heat pumps, best insulation money can buy. Except every Friday night, he drives up after work and walks into a freezing house, keeps his snow jacket on until Saturday morning. Tony thinks, I just helped create the iPhone. Why can't I turn on my heat from my phone? He researches thermostats. What he finds is shocking. Honeywell's 1953 round thermostat is still the standard. The entire U.S. market? Less than $1 billion. Nobody's innovated in 30 years. Even his wife thinks he's crazy. Thermostats? Tony, they're never going to be cool. But the pain is real. For 10 years, this problem chases him. Tony starts Nest Labs with Matt Rogers, one of the first iPod interns. They build a prototype. Round, beautiful, learns your schedule, connects to your phone. Sunday afternoon, conference room at Kleiner Perkins. Tony and Matt pitch Randy Commissar. 50 slides in, Tony pulls a shroud off a styrofoam model, a thermostat. Randy is deflated. You want $8 million for a thermostat? But then Tony shows the last slide. What we do for thermostats, we'll do for every unloved product in the home. Light switches, outlets, smoke alarms, all those beige plastic boxes. Make them beautiful, smart, connected. Randy invests. October 2011. Nest Learning. Thermostat is ready. $249. Beautiful. Works perfectly. Now they need to sell it. Here's the problem. Tony faces. For 30 years, thermostats are sold one way. HVAC, contractors pick them, install them. Homeowners never see the box. Tony decides, we're going where iPhone customers shop. Best Buy, Amazon, Apple stores. He walks into the Best Buy headquarters. The buyer loves the product, picks it up, turns it around, beautiful packaging, then asks, where do we put it? Tony says, consumer electronics section, next to laptops and tablets. The buyer shakes his head. No, that's not. Let me check with merchandising. He comes back. Merchandising says it goes in HVAC with the other thermostats. Tony knows what that means. HVAC section is in the back corner. Fluorescent lights, contractor supplies, air filters, ugly white boxes. Nobody browses there. Homeowners walk past it to get to checkout. If Nest goes there, it dies. Tony tries again. This isn't an HVAC product. It's consumer electronics. It has an app. It learns. It's like an iPhone for your wall. The buyer. I understand, but we don't have a category for that. We have thermostats. They go in HVAC. We have consumer electronics. That's phones and computers. Back and forth for weeks. Finally, Tony makes a proposal. Create a new section. Call it Connected Home. The buyer laughs. We can't create entire sections for one product. That's not how retail works. Tony, you will. Because this isn't one product. This is a category that doesn't exist yet. Smart thermostats, smart smoke detectors, smart locks, smart cameras. We're first, but everyone's coming. The buyer is skeptical. But Tony's the iPod guy. Maybe he's right. Best Buy makes a deal. 6 stores, test run. They'll create small connected home end caps, not full aisles, but dedicated displays near the consumer electronics section. Premium placement, good lighting, iPhone-style merchandising. Tony obsesses over every detail. The display has to tell a story. This is the future of your home. The packaging has to feel premium. There's a custom screwdriver inside, magnetically held, perfectly weighted. When customers open the box, they don't see a home improvement project. They see an iPhone-level experience. Launch day, and the results shock everyone. Nest doesn't just sell. It flies off shelves. Not 50 to 60% self-installation like Tony expected. 95% of customers install it themselves. At 80-year-olds post YouTube videos showing how they did it. Press coverage explodes. Not just Wired and TechCrunch, Elle Decor, Dwell, GQ. A thermostat is showing up in lifestyle magazines. Best Buy calls, we're expanding connected home to 50 stores, then 200 stores, then 600 stores. Within a year, every major Best Buy has a connected home section. Other retailers follow: Target, Lowe's, Home Depot. The section Tony fought for is now standard retail architecture. And here's what happens. Once the section exists, customers start looking for it. Where's your connected home section? And when they get there, they don't just see Nest. They see smart locks, smart cameras, smart lights. Tony was right. Nest wasn't one product. It was the beginning of a category. The competition notices. Honeywell, who laughed at Nest, now sues them. That day, Tony throws a party at the Nest office. Champagne, cheering. Sony laughed at the iPod. Nokia laughed at the iPhone. Honeywell sued Nest. That ridiculous lawsuit means we're a real threat. The next few years, Nest smoke detectors, Nest cameras. The smart home revolution explodes. January 2014, Google acquires Nest for $3.2 billion. Not because of the thermostat technology, because Nest proved smart. Home products could be mainstream consumer electronics, because Tony created the distribution model and the retail category for an entire industry. The connected home section Tony fought for in 2011? By 2014, it's a standard fixture in every major electronics retailer in America. Market size when Tony started, less than $1 billion. Market size by 2026, over $100 billion globally. Here's what matters in 2026. A, I can design smart thermostats, optimize algorithms, generate installation instructions. But A, I didn't see what Tony saw. The innovation wasn't the product. It was the placement. I didn't know that being in the wrong aisle meant death, even with a perfect product. I didn't know you could create a retail category that didn't exist. I didn't know that fighting for shelf space was as important as the technology inside. Tony's insight: customers can't buy what they can't find, and they can't find what isn't categorized. In 2011, smart home wasn't a category. It was scattered. Thermostats in HVAC, cameras in security, locks in hardware. Tony didn't just build a better thermostat. He built the aisle where thermostats, cameras, and locks could finally live together. That's human creativity seeing the invisible, the retail infrastructure that needs to exist for the future to happen. When everyone said, follow existing categories, Tony said, create a new one. When Best Buy said, we don't create aisles for one product, Tony said, you will, because this is bigger than one product. When the industry said thermostats are HVAC, Tony said, thermostats are consumer electronics. He was right. AI can optimize products. Humans reimagine categories. That's the difference. It's time to talk about your experiences. How much is your experience gap costing you? Find out in 60 seconds with our experience gap calculator. Link in the description box below.